just sent a heartfelt message to the girl. I hesitated before pressing send. Not because I doubted my feelings, but because once the words were out, there was no taking them back. For weeks, I had kept them inside, turning them over in my mind, wondering if I should say them, if I should let her know what she meant to me, because she wasn't just anyone, she was the girl. The one who made my days brighter without even trying. The one whose laugh had a way of staying with me long after she was gone. The one I had fallen for, quietly, completely, and without warning. And now it was done. I had taken every unspoken thought, every feeling I had buried, and put them into words. Not poetry, not perfect lines, just truth. A message that told her everything. How much I admired her, how she had become the best part of my world without even realizing it, how I didn't expect anything in return. I just needed her to know. I stared at the screen, my heart pounding. Would she reply? Would she ignore it? Would she feel the same? I didn't know. But for the first time, I wasn't afraid, because no matter what happened next, she finally knew. The message was out there now, sitting in her inbox, waiting to be read, and all I could do was wait. I locked my phone, setting it down beside me, like it wasn't the only thing on my mind, like my heart wasn't racing, like I wasn't silently wondering, what is she thinking right now? Did she smile when she saw my name pop up? Did she pause before opening it, sensing that this wasn't just any message? Or did she read every word, slowly, carefully, realizing what I had just confessed? Minutes passed, then more. Still nothing. I told myself not to overthink it, that maybe she was busy, that maybe she needed time, that maybe, just maybe, she was feeling the weight of this as much as I was. Then finally my screen lit up. Her name, a message. My breath caught as I opened it. Heart pounding. And there, in simple, undeniable words, was her reply. I don't even know what to say, but I feel everything you just wrote. I exhaled slowly, letting her words sink in. Because this wasn't rejection. This wasn't indifference. This was something real. Something that just maybe was about to change everything. I reread her message, my pulse racing. I don't even know what to say, but I feel everything you just wrote. She felt it, not just the words, but the meaning behind them. The emotions I had carried for so long, unsure if they would ever be spoken. And now, they weren't just mine anymore. I hesitated before replying, because how do you respond to something like that? How do you put into words the relief, the hope, the quiet thrill of knowing she understands? I took a breath, steadying my thoughts, and typed, "You don't have to say anything right now. Just knowing you felt it means everything to me." Then I hit send, and waited. The typing bubble appeared almost instantly, then stopped, then appeared again. It was like I could feel her thinking, trying to find the right words. And then, finally, her reply. But I'm not ignoring it either. I need to let this sink in, because maybe I've been feeling something too. My breath hitched, maybe a single word, yet it held everything. A door opening, a possibility unfolding. And suddenly, for the first time since sending that message, I wasn't just waiting for an answer, I was waiting for a beginning. The word maybe echoed in my mind, carrying a weight I hadn't expected, because maybe wasn't a no. It wasn't hesitation out of doubt. It was hesitation out of possibility. And for the first time I realized this wasn't one-sided. She had been feeling something too. I stared at the screen, rereading her words as if they might change. I need to let this sink in. That meant she was thinking about it. Not brushing it off, not shutting the door. She was letting herself feel what I had already known for so long. My fingers hovered over the keyboard, careful not to rush my response, because if she needed time, I would give it to her. But I also wanted her to know. I meant every word. So I typed, take all the time you need. Just know, I meant everything I said. And no matter what, I don't regret telling you. I pressed send, my heart pounding, because this was it. This was where things either moved forward or stayed frozen in the unknown. A few seconds passed, then a new message appeared. I believe you. Short, simple, but more powerful than I could have imagined, because belief was the first step, and maybe, just maybe, this was the start of something neither of us had been ready to admit before. Her words settled deep inside me. I believe you. Not a rejection, not uncertainty, just trust. And that meant more than anything. I exhaled slowly, my mind racing with everything this could mean. Was she ready for this? Did she feel something real for me, or was she still trying to understand it? I didn't want to push. I didn't need an answer right away. I just needed her to know. I typed carefully, making sure every word held the weight of what I truly meant. That's all I could ask for. Just knowing you believe me. It's enough. Because love, real love, isn't about pressure. It's about patience. It's about giving someone the space to meet you at their own pace. And I was willing to wait. Her reply came in a little slower this time. I don't know what happens next, but I don't want to pretend I didn't feel something when I read your message. A rush of relief, of quiet excitement, filled my chest, because those words, they were everything. She wasn't ignoring it. She wasn't running from it. She was allowing it to exist. And that was enough for now. So I sent my final message of the night, sealing this moment between us. Whatever happens next, we'll figure it out together. A pause. Then finally, okay. And just like that, a door had opened. One I had been afraid to knock on. One she had been afraid to step through. But now, neither of us had to be afraid anymore. Because for the first time, we weren't just wondering what if, we were beginning something real. The conversation ended, but the feeling remained. Something had changed between us, not in a loud, dramatic way, but in a quiet shift. A door that had been closed was now slightly open, and neither of us were rushing to shut it. I lay back, staring at the ceiling, my mind replaying every message, every word she had sent, every pause that spoke as loudly as the things she wasn't ready to say yet. She wasn't dismissing what I felt. She was letting herself feel it too. I picked up my phone, fingers hovering over the screen. I didn't want to overwhelm her, didn't want to push, but I also didn't want her to go to sleep, wondering where I stood. So I sent one last message. Simple, honest, sleep well, no pressure, no rush, just know, I'm here. The typing bubble appeared, then disappeared, then came back. I could almost picture her sitting wherever she was, hesitating, thinking, feeling. Then finally her reply appeared. That means more than you know. I smiled, because that was enough. For now, for whatever came next. For us, the night stretched on, but sleep never came. Not with her words still echoing in my mind. That means more than you know. What did she mean by that? Was she just grateful for my patience? Or was there something deeper? Something she wasn't quite ready to say? I didn't ask. I wouldn't rush her. Some things needed time, but I couldn't deny the way my chest felt lighter, the way hope had settled deep inside me. This wasn't just an unanswered confession. It was a beginning. And maybe, just maybe, she felt that too. The next morning my phone buzzed before I even had a chance to reach for it. Her name, a message. For a second I just stared, my heart picking up pace. She had been the first to text today. That had never happened before. Good morning, 2 simple words, but they carried weight. Because today was different. Today we weren't dancing around the truth anymore. We had stepped into something new. Something uncertain, but real. And whatever came next, I knew one thing for sure. I wasn't afraid anymore, because she was still here, still talking, still feeling something, and that was enough to take the next step. Her message sat on my screen, simple but different. Good morning. She had never been the first to text before, and yet today she was, not because she had to, but because something had changed. I smiled to myself, my fingers moving, before I could overthink. Morning, you sleep okay? The response came faster than I expected. Not really, too much on my mind. I hesitated, debating if I should ask. Then I did. Because of what I said. A pause, then because of how it made me feel. My breath caught. This was new, a shift, a step forward. She wasn't avoiding it. She wasn't pretending nothing had happened. She was processing it, letting herself feel. And I knew in that moment, we were no longer standing in the same place we had been yesterday. Tell me. 2 words. An invitation. A door left open, waiting for her to step through. She hesitated. I could tell. But then the typing bubble appeared, and this time she didn't stop. I think I've been ignoring something I should have admitted a long time ago. This was it. This was what I had been waiting for her to stop holding back, for her to finally tell me what I already knew, and whatever she said next, I was ready. Her words lingered on my screen, holding a weight neither of us could ignore. I think I've been ignoring something I should have admitted a long time ago. My fingers hovered over the keyboard, but for the first time I didn't know what to say. Because this wasn't just a casual reply. This was her breaking the silence. The typing bubble appeared again, then disappeared, then came back. I could picture her staring at her phone, second-guessing herself, wondering if she should even be saying this at all. I wanted to tell her she didn't have to rush, that she could take all the time she needed. But before I could type anything, her next message appeared. I felt something when I read your message, something I didn't expect, and the truth is, I think I felt it for a while. My pulse quickened. She wasn't running. She wasn't avoiding it anymore. She was admitting it, letting herself acknowledge what had been there all along. And for the first time, she wasn't just reacting to my words. She was giving me something back. I took a steady breath, my heart pounding, as I typed my response. Then stop fighting it. Let yourself feel it. I pressed send. And this time, when the typing bubble appeared, she didn't stop.